Hiya! So, one of the last of our curly caterpillar letters, and this one is tricky. And they find this one hard, they reverse it, they do it back to front, they do it upside down. They find the letter S really, really tricky. And it is a curly caterpillar letter, and lots of people find that hard to understand, because here's our curly caterpillar and here's our cursive S, and it really doesn't make sense. In fact, if anything, it looks like a backward C, and that's part of it. You have to look at it as a curly caterpillar up here. Okay, so this is one where it really helps with the visuals, because I do find it really hard. So the curly caterpillar is here, and then we have another curly caterpillar. If I drew another curly caterpillar here, who was joined on to that curly caterpillar, that would make our S shape. And this one is going this way, and this one is going that way. But it is tricky and it takes time, and sometimes you have to learn this one in stages with them. So if I just take that one there, I would start on the line, because we know we always start on the line. We swoosh it up just like we would do with the curly caterpillar. So we start here and then we come round to his head. So I would swoosh it up and come to here and stop, come round him like a curly caterpillar. And that's where you can see the curly caterpillar is part of the curly caterpillar shape, but it's different, this one, because it doesn't sit on the line. And then underneath we have a curly caterpillar that goes the other way. So there is a curly caterpillar in there. It's hard to see at first, but I think by looking at that and showing that to the children, and that they're doing a small curly caterpillar here and then snaking it back, helps them to remember which way they're going. So with this one, I would do my dots. So I'm going to start on the line. I'm going to swoosh it up, come round like I would with a curly caterpillar, but we're not going to come down and touch that line with our curly caterpillar. If I do it like that, it's a curly caterpillar. We don't flick the tail up, but it's a curly caterpillar that floats in the air. It looks a little bit like a balloon. It's floating away on its string. So here's our curly caterpillar, and then we've got this bit, and then we come round and back, touch the line, and we have our tail there. When they start this, they do look odd shapes. They look like fives. So just get them to practice over and over. This is a great one for sand, doing it on a tray with sand and getting that practice over and over with their hands. They start to see it more fluidly, because even adults find this one. When we start introduced to the cursive, we found this one tricky. So I just stop, back and along, up, stop, back and along. Okay, lots of practice with this one. This one is about doing it over and over and over, and then suddenly they get it. Don't forget, this one you will probably need a highlighter pen when they first start doing it. So just draw them onto a sheet and get them to go over the top of yours, but do it with them, because if you don't do it with them, they will do it wrong, and then they're learning. All they're doing is creating a pattern that is wrong, that we have to break and then redo, and it's so much harder. So get your highlighter out to start with that. Once again, you may find that it's this bit and then they can follow down. So just do the highlighter. You might just want to do this bit with a highlighter once they start to get it, and then let them finish the rest of it. And then slowly but slowly, you might just want to do this bit, and then eventually they can do it by themselves. It's a really, really tricky one. They find this hard because a lot of them have already started to write their S's backwards. I don't know how they do it, because I can't do it if I try, but they've already started. So by once again looking at it, seeing that curly caterpillar really helps them to visualize it in their head when they are drawing it. I'm not going to give you a word for this one, because I want them to get this one right. So practice it over and over, and I'm sure they can think of lots and lots of words. So good luck with this one. Keep practicing.